I thought I was a little dickling.
You're such a non-con.
But for the record, I haven't eaten eggs ever in my entire life. I'm nearly 27 now.
I've watched you eat an egg.
That was like on a dare 2 years ago?
No, not even. No
Was
way.
it a year ago?
Yeah, about that.
Oh, actually, it was this time last year. Yeah, so I don't eat eggs. They're disgusting. It's sort of snotty, period membrane in a like little egg that gets shit out of a creature. Let's not forget.
Yeah, but it's contained within the shell.
Yeah,
It
we're not
smells
eating
bad.
shell.
It looks gross, and I don't know that there's any health benefits to them. I mean, people say that, but I don't believe it.
Well, there is a health benefit to them when you just substitute egg for bacon, because you're not eating the bacon.
Bacon's a fantastic meal.
Apparently, I saw a study and it said that bacon could possibly increase your lifespan. Just saw that. I like that. I like that study because I also like bacon.
We all love bacon. We're not putting bacon on blast.
But there was another study that said bacon gives you cancer. So
You can find studies that will either confirm or deny basically anything.
That's right. That's
why I love the internet.
Yeah.
You argue a point to the death, and you find information to back it.
My favorite is the circle jerk, where you just like go somewhere where you know your argument's going to be popular. You just get amongst it. And
So anyway, Govinda and I went on to order the beautiful baked egg breakfast. We both loved it.
Burnt the shit out of my mouth, so actually I had a really rough time this morning.
But it just brought me to think, what other foods do we refuse to eat? Or do we not enjoy eating?
Okay.
Do you want to start with your egg fiasco?
Well, that's really it.
Is it though? Because I don't think it is.
I just don't like eggs. I suppose like when I was in Japan, it was very confronting. I ate an egg there because they'll do a thing where you'll order a curry.
So you lied to us before.
Well, yeah, like I'll order it, but it's never intentional. You'll order a curry, they'll place it in front of you. It's a beautiful meal, smells great, looks fantastic, everything's fine. Almost as an afterthought, the waiter turns, produces an egg seemingly from nowhere, and just cracks
It's a holster.
and just cracks it raw over the whole thing. And I was poor. It was like one of my last days there, and I just had to eat it. Just eat the
You didn't
eat the
enjoy
eggy
it?
curry. No, I didn't enjoy it, and I was probably a bit of a diva about it too, to be honest.
I
Did you
can't
give him a
imagine.
look like a transcends language look of
No.
what the fuck are you doing?
I adopted the head bow.
Oh,
Just the little bow.
just
So I gave a little bow.
submitted.
And I imagine
polite.
if they had to ask you how the meal was, you would have been, oh, it was fantastic. Thank
I
you.
would have lied through my teeth. Lovely.
Too scared to offend.
Yes. So yeah, other than that, I don't like seafood. I think that's icky.
Like fish.
I like fish. Just the weird shit like calamari, mussels, clams.
Mussels are a bit weird.
We
I'm
call
really
them, contrary to what the Yanks, Americans think, we call them prawns here. We don't have shrimp. We don't throw shrimp on a barbie.
There are shrimp.
We
But
don't eat
shrimp.
them.
Shrimp are specifically the really small ones.
We really only have prawns as far as I'm aware.
You can get shrimp.
I'd just like
Wow.
to bring up that my grandfather was Australia's first prawn farmer, so that's a
Really?
that's a little bit of Australian history for you.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Give me dates. When did he do? I want to look. I want just continue fact check. this guy.
What was it again?
This
Rakic,
would have been
Rakic.
like,
Can you name and date, please?
I would say like 1980, maybe even 1979.
What was his name, Joe?
Frank Roberts Yamba, or search Frank Roberts True Blue. But either way, we're
gonna take a time out here for this because I want to make sure that Jai's not just lying to the population.
Fresh Fish Landline. Frank Roberts developed his farm 30 years ago. Oh, we're actually getting some shit here. Joe, you're
He's a celebrity. He's spent time on Current Affair, a lot of time
Oh.
on Channel 9.
All right.
Recently passed away, so R.I.P.
Oh yes, my condolences.
Thank you.
My condolences.
Look, I'm not like I can't confirm it, but I'm seeing the Australian Prawn Farmers Association, the APFA, was actually founded in the 90s, in 93.
And
So look,
No. I got a family business. True Blue got started in the early 1970s when founder Frank Roberts,
Grey man.
great man.
I think you said grey man.
No,
Sorry,
just
here we
Grey
go.
man.
True Blue Prawns, located on the banks of the Clarence River near Yamba in northern New South Wales, is the longest operating shrimp farm, Peneus Monodon,
Did they
in
actually
Australia.
say shrimp?
They did say shrimp in
That's
this
bullshit.
article. A family business.
Are they
True
even
Blue
from Australia, mate?
got started
Yeah,
in the early 70s when founder Frank Roberts began converting his 40-hectare sugarcane farm into a shrimp farm. Today, the farm consists of a hatchery and 30 ponds.
He's a national hero, dude.
He
I told
is.
you.
Self-sustaining by the sounds of
Yeah.
it.
He also
Ooh, a turn.
went on to win the lottery.
A dark turn. Business was progressing quite nicely for the farm until 2002 when importers started bringing large quantities into Australia for sale to consumers. Due to the imported shrimp flooding the market, we've had to scale back our production and focus on a higher quality product.
Well, this has been riveting.
It has, yeah. You didn't have to get that in depth.
You got a
but
bit...
Sorry.
You could have just believed me when I said that.
We're sort of arseholes here.
Yeah. But anyway...
Also,
food...
Govinda, I'm feeling flustered. Can we bring the temperature down just a scotch?
Look.
Just a scotch.
Look.
Like, I'm a little bit clammy, if you want to know. Like, it's...
I don't know why the aircon's oscillating right now.
It shouldn't be
'Cause
oscillating.
It shouldn't be.
It
should
should
just
not be
aiming
oscillating.
down. But, like, I don't know... I'm kind of freaking out. Oh, shit.
It's upsetting. I'm very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm going to have to take my shirt off.
Please don't. That's make everyone uncomfortable.
We could all take our shirts off, and then no one's uncomfortable. Certainly.
But anyway, real quickly back to what we were doing, like the actual show.
What was the topic again?
Food you hate.
I'm really not a big... I eat most things, but I'm just really not a fan of eggplant.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know, like I'm not going to not eat it if it's on something, but like, I'll never have an eggplant dish where eggplant is the star of the dish.
Like eggplant lasagna.
Yeah, like get out of here with that.
It's not too bad.
Like people have like eggplant burgers. I'm like,
I'm not a huge...
I wouldn't back that.
I don't like beetroot.
I love
Cucumbers,
beetroot.
actually, also.
Love cucumber.
I have an actual hate for bananas.
Whoa, that's weird.
Is that
Yeah.
because of the phallic nature?
No, I
Is
don't
it
think
because
so.
you're not so comfortable with your sexuality?
I eat
or?
other penis-shaped foods. It's just the banana that gets to me. Something to do with the texture and the smell.
Well, it smells so delicious.
I was actually on a soccer trip one time when I was about 12 years old. On the bus, my dad's a soccer manager, whatever, and in front of
big
everybody
deal.
offers me $100 to eat a banana.
And you say no.
This is in front of like 30 of like my closest friends and like teammates. And they're all just like, just do it. And I was like, no.
No.
Wow, we even got Khayl to eat an egg without a bet. He just had to have a girl there that he liked.
You mean my girlfriend?
Yeah, but apparently you liked her at that point. So
Well, I guess I did.
until she fucked you,
She did.
yeah,
She really did.
in all the right ways, and that one wrong way, the butt.
Oh my god. That's sort of a defamation of character. She's a lovely young lady.
Is there any dish you don't like? Because like I've never had haggis, but I just don't want it.
I don't like the sound of it. Apparently it's delicious.
Yeah,
Richard
Ryan-
Wood, developer from Stormcloud Games, we interviewed. He loved it.
Ryan Cornelius, actually a guest on this podcast, swears by haggis.
I think that guy will eat absolutely anything though, won't he?
Oh my god, he's going to hate me for this. So there was one night, this happened twice actually, but let's just... we're in the valley, the night scene of Brisbane.
Heads up, by the way. Ryan's back next time. So
I'm going to mention this.
Yeah,
to
that's
him.
great. That's great.
And we go to McDonald's. Ryan's pretty drunk at this point. He's eating his quarter pounder with cheese, I believe it was at the time. And he dropped it on the ground. And then he picked it up and continued eating it. But then we commented on how disgusting that was. So he was like, just to prove a point, grabbed his burger again and smeared it on the ground.
Oh, no.
And then finished it. And now this event happened not once, but twice.
Oh.
2 separate nights, months apart. And that was disgusting.
He's a real piece of shit.
He's
Ryan
a
Cornelius.
stubborn man.
He really is.
Look, in recent years, he's changed his ways.
Has he?
He's healthy.
Really?
He's
He
a
works
rig.
out. He's
He does
pretty
work
much
out.
a rig.
He's an Adonis. I think you put it well.
I said Adonis that time.
He is certainly...
If it wasn't for that big nose.
Yeah.
I noticed the other day his calf muscles expand all the way from the top of his leg all the way down to his ankle.
Which is
Wow.
unheard of.
I'll be
It's
asking him
outrageous.
about them.
Just look at them, mate. You'll be astonished.
The definition.
To be
You'd think there's
sure.
implants in there. There isn't.
Yeah, so,
But yeah, just bananas for you?
Mainly bananas. I actually, it's ironic, I grew up in a prawn family, but didn't really like prawns until about 5 or 6 years
Were
ago.
you sort of the black sheep? Was Mr. Roberts deeply ashamed of this?
Oh no, he loved me, man.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. 100% sure.
I swear he did. Who are you trying to convince, Jay?
Myself.
He loved you.
I had a weird thing. I eat prawns. I like prawns. And then one time I had a prawn, and I was getting like allergic reaction to it.
Wow.
Oh, the shellfish reaction.
Like welts in my mouth and shit. And I was like, all right. And now I'm just kind of scared of prawns.
That's
I've had
fair.
them since, and they've been okay, but I'm just like still wary of it, you know, because it was a bit confronting.
Yeah.
Do you have
Food's weird.
Do you have allergies?
No.
Do you have
I don't
allergies?
think so.
The only one I know of is just to some cats, like your cat.
Yeah, my cat specifically.
Particularly hairy,
Yeah.
fat, lazy shit cat.
Actually, I did
That's
have
about
this.
it.
I did have this thing that we sort of brought back to pandanus leaves, which is sort of
Pandanus
yeah,
leaves.
pandanus. It's
That's
sort
weird.
of like that's almost a pandanus tree. It's sort of that I'm pointing out the window. It's almost like a palm tree. It's an Australian tree. The leaves fall to the ground and they rot. And something about that rotting would cause me to break out in hives when I was younger, but it doesn't seem to
Were
happen.
you rubbing your face in the rotting leaves?
No, but like the spores, I guess, or something. Like I had a bedroom that was near to these trees, and that's all we could ever figure it out to be. Like it was,
That's terrible. And
The
there's
pen.
one right there.
yeah, but that's like a nice one. And we have a groundskeeper here. Then it was my job to clear the dead, rotting leaves.
Living the life.
Of course, I wasn't doing it. You fucking kidding me? I had shit to do, Jay. It's so much shit to do.
I guess we've probably
Yeah, let's move on to something a little bit more
stretched out
exciting.
as far as we could.
That's what she said.
Would you do the honor Khayls, or would you like me to? How many do you have? 1 or 2?
I actually have 2.
Okay, you go. I've only got 1, but I do have a listener question.
Well, watch out. So I'll do 2 today.
Let's see
look,
how
you
long
do
your
what you want.
first one goes.
Yep,
Because you
yep.
have a tendency to just like go on and on and on.
Jai, this next topic is something very near and dear, not so much these days to my heart, and also to yours. I don't know if Govinda has much experience. The dating app, Tinder. I was wondering what you gentlemen think of this app, whether you have any experience with it, and yeah, just some general thoughts on it.
I have the minorest amount of experience with this because I actually had Tinder for like a month, and then I met Montana organically, I'm going to call it,
Not through the app.
The old-fashioned way.
and then just didn't use it again after that. So like I did swiped a little bit, but didn't really.
You didn't chat or meet up with anybody?
I didn't meet up. I think I probably chatted briefly with people, but no meetups, no Tinder dates.
Mm-hmm.
No Tinder dates. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm all for it. I've been trying to push it onto Ryan for ages.
Oh, he should. I'm going to bring it up.
You know what you and Montana should get into? There's actually an app called Thrinder.
Is that for like
100%,
threesomes and
yeah.
shit?
It's for couples looking to find another partner, or
You
for
should
one person
absolutely
looking
do
to find
that.
a couple.
Well, like, it would be the best way to do a threesome in my mind.
It's got to be a
A
stranger.
complete stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's someone you know, then it's always just weird.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
you're always...
It would have to be a
around.
stranger. Rules would have to be set. There'd have to be strict rules.
I think you should get the app and just test it for a week. Just swipe for a week and see what happens.
Just one encounter.
You don't have to go through it.
And then when I've got a biddy on the hook, that's when I tell Montana.
just report back next week and let us know what happened.
Nah, man, that ain't me. Nah. I don't. I've always thought a threesome in a long-term relationship is just not a good idea.
I come at it from a different angle. I can barely satisfy one woman.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that same boat.
And of course, I'm not going to do a devil's threesome. That's not how it's done.
Oh, devils.
I don't want...
Two horns?
Yeah, 2 horns.
Fuck.
Don't want that.
Homophobe. Straight up homophobe.
We'll talk about that later, actually.
We're going to get right into that.
So yeah, I have downloaded and used the app.
So have I, for posterity's sake.
Any success?
No, I usually kind of, like, it just becomes a game, basically, where you sit around with a bunch of people and just swipe. And, like, occasionally I'll match and occasionally talk to people. But I've only actually gone through with it and met 2 people off Tinder before.
One was a girl that I'd also met through
Yes, you
Tinder.
also met and actually hooked up with, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. Which is such a small world for that to happen.
Can you mouth the name to me?
You wouldn't know her.
No,
I
but did I
don't
know
even-
that you went on a date with her, though?
Probably not.
I reckon I do.
No, probably not. I actually went.
I'm pretty down on your dating activities, actually.
I've been on a bunch of Tinder dates, actually.
You have been. More than most people I know.
Possibly dozens.
Ooh.
Possibly dozens. And I've actually got quite a few